Damn, thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. You call it cocky, I call it true.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are having an amazing day today. Today we have a super exciting video. I'm talking about sserafim's smart and swan song outfits. In my last video I talked about the smart outfits, so if you haven't watched that, go ahead and do so. But in this video I'm going to be commenting on the outfits, giving them a rating from 1 to 10, and ranking the outfits. I really hope you enjoy it, and without further ado, let's get into it. Disclaimer: I am a fashion enthusiast and I studied fashion design in university. However, fashion is subjective. What I might think it's pretty, someone else might hate it, and it's completely okay. This isn't meant to be taken too seriously, and I'm only doing it for fun. I'm only talking about the outfits, not the people wearing them. My thoughts on the clothing are just that, on the clothing, so I hope no one misunderstands it. The first smart look we have is the one the girls wore for their comeback showcase. The silhouette of the outfits is a mix of flowy and more form-fitting pieces, which looks really nice, and the overall vibe of these outfits is very summery, which is perfect for smart. The color palette for the look is very earthy with oranges, greens, and a little bit of yellow, blue, and purple. All the outfits are made of a mini skirt and a crop top, which is super simple in theory, but the addition of prints, cutouts, beads, and different textures make each outfit so much more interesting. Each girl has a different print in their look, and it's really nice how they don't clash with one another. I love how each one of the girls has a dangling or ruffle element in it, so when the girls shake their butts the skirt moves. The accessories are lacking a bit in this look. The girls don't have jewelry aside some colorful rings, and the clothing is eye-catching enough so the lack of jewelry isn't as noticeable, but the look still could have looked better with more accessories. I also wish the girls had more interesting hairstyles because that would have elevated the look for sure. However, the biggest crime in this look is the shoes. Like, what are those? Who decided that suede shoes that look like boots but have open toes was a good idea? Those shoes are ugly as fuck, and I know that for dancing is better to have open toe shoes because it's more comfortable and better for balance, but if they gave Yoonjae normal sandals, why couldn't they do the same for the rest of the girls? This is the performance that went absolutely viral, for an understandable reason, but I think their styling team didn't know this performance was going to go viral, because I'm sure they would have given the girls more impactful outfits. That's not me saying this look is bad, don't get me wrong, but it definitely could have been better, especially with those shoes. 8 out of 10. Next, we have this look, and right from the bat I can say that is one of my favorites. All the girls are wearing crochet clothing pieces from head to toe, and they are gorgeous. Crochet is such a beautiful knitting technique, and I love when it's included in K-pop outfits, especially when it's a summer release, because crochet goes perfect with it. Each one of the outfits is different when it comes to design, but the overall silhouette is the same, just a crop top with a mini skirt. The color palette is mostly pinks, blues, and white, and it looked really nice on stage. However, I wish Kazuha's outfit had more pinks or blues instead of green and reds in her look, because, although the white still matches the rest of the girls, it could have been a bit better. I also wish the yellow-orange-ish part in Yeonjun's top was pink, because it's really bright and it stands a lot but doesn't match that well the overall color palette. The accessories were so much better in this look. I love the big earrings and rings some of the girls have, the necklaces and bracelets are so nice, and the little fake tattoos they have on their skin are so cute. The hairstyles were also better. Some of the girls had their hair up, and the ones that had their hair down had some hair accessory or detail that made their look more interesting. The girls did wear the same ugly ass shoes once again, this time only in beige colors, which wasn't as distracting as the other ones, but they are still ugly as hell. As a whole, this look is better than the previous one, but it doesn't reach the perfect tier yet. 9 out of 10. Next, we have this look. Their styling team really said, let's make these outfits with the same vibe as the previous ones, but let's make it disco. They have the same beachy and summery vibe, but with sequins and sparkly clothing pieces, which actually looks pretty good. The color palette is really cohesive, mostly blues and greens with some accents of pink here and there, but the sparkling pieces really tie everything because so many colors are reflected on them at once, especially Sakura's skirt. The accessories are good, they complement each outfit nicely, and I especially like the big pieces of jewelry some of the girls are wearing. However, I think that maybe the girls could have had a tiny bit more of accessories, maybe some chain belts and bracelets, to elevate the look even more. One thing I do absolutely love is how their styling team incorporated the sparkles in every way possible. Their makeup is so glittery, some of the jewelry is sparkly, and even the hair accessories are shiny. I like that some of the girls have somewhat different hairstyles, but they could have had some more eye-catching ones for sure. I personally wouldn't have thought of mixing beachy elements with sparkly ones, especially sequins, but this look did and the end result is really good. This look has so many things I like, but there are also some things that are lacking for me, so this is a 9 out of 10. Next, we have this amazing look that I love so much. All the girls are wearing this flowy outfits that scream Y2K so much, especially because the silhouette and design are very reminiscent of that timing. I love how all the clothing pieces had some sort of ruffle that moved amazingly while the girls performed, especially with the butt choreo. Giving each one of the girls a different color for their look can be a hit or miss, however, this is totally a hit. I love how vibrant all the colors are, and I think the matching of the colors for each girl was perfect. Chaewon looks stunning in pink, Kazuha looks stunning in yellow, and Yeonjun with the green dress and her red hair is giving Little Mermaid. I like that Yoonchi's dress has a tiny flower print, and I wish that Sakura's dress was purple instead of pale pink because Chaewon is already in pink and a brighter color would have looked better. However, it's not like she looks bad. The accessories are great. I like how the hairstyles are different for each one of the girls, and I like even more the hair accessories they have. The jewelry is really nice, and I love the big statement ring Kazuha has. I also love that even though the dresses are a lot on their own with tons of ruffles, they still gave the girls some chain belts to elevate their looks even more. The only thing I hate is the shoes. We've already talked about them so I'm not going to repeat myself, but I'm deciding to ignore them because the look is so good and I love it so much, so I'm not letting anything ruin it for me. This look is totally a 10 out of 10. Next, we have these outfits that are clearly inspired in school uniforms but their styling team switched it up and made them chic. The clothing pieces the girls are wearing are simple, literally your regular school uniform inspired pieces, but the way they are styled is what makes the look so good, although I do have to say that I love Kazuha's vest so much because the design is amazing and I love how the tie is incorporated into the vest. I like the brown strapless top Yeonjun has on top of the white shirt, it spices up her outfit so much. I also love how they incorporated the tie in Chaewon's outfit. Instead of wearing it around the neck, she's wearing it as a belt. The color palette is more around earthy tones, which looks really good, and it's actually quite the contrast with all the colorful outfits during this era, but I kinda love it. I like that Sakura and Yoonchae have different hairstyles but I wish all the girls had too. The accessories are quite lacking, not a lot of jewelry specifically, and the outfits definitely could have benefited from a ton more accessories, although I do like the viral square Y2K glasses all of them have. This look is the most different out of all the smart looks, it doesn't follow the summer vibe all the other looks have, and although they look good I don't get why they went for the schoolgirl type of concept. Never in a million years I would have associated smart with a school concept, the polar opposite actually. I associate smart with summer and vacation, but the outfits still look good and that's all I care honestly. With more accessories this look would have been perfect but it isn't, so this is a 9.5 out of 10. Next, we have these outfits and I love how all the girls are looking like Disney princesses. The clothing pieces are so colorful and nice on their own. I love all the mix of prints, textures, ruffles, and cutouts, but I have to say that the most amazing pieces are Yeonjun's skirt and Kazuha's top. The design of them are absolutely amazing and just so freaking cool. The outfits, just the clothing itself were nice, however, the way all the flowers got included in each one of the girls' outfits is incredible. The color palette is really nice, some pinks, blues, greens, and yellows that blend amazingly with one another. The accessories are amazing in this look. Once again, I love all the flowers in their looks, especially the flowers in some of the girls' hair because it's literally giving Moana. I love how all of the girls have a different hairstyles, and I love all the hair accessories. The jewelry is amazing because it's not your regular silver or gold jewelry, instead their styling team incorporated flowers and leaves into them and they looked absolutely perfect. We unfortunately do have the same ugly ass shoes, although Yoonchae and Kazuha have some nice sandals, so why not give Chaewon, Sakura, and Yeonjun some pretty sandals too? The set for this performance was stunning. It definitely complemented and elevated the look but without overshadowing it, and the outfits are enough on their own that they definitely don't need the help of any set. This whole look is giving tropical, is giving jungle princess in the best way possible, and I love everything about it. Definitely 10 out of 10. Next, we have these outfits. In some of the other looks we've talked before, the clothing pieces aren't necessarily statements on their own, but it's more the styling and how they paired each piece together what makes the look so amazing. However, in this instance the actual clothing pieces are so impactful on their own. I love Yunjin's dress so much, the print, the silhouette, the cutout, just everything about it is amazing. I love Kazuha's butterfly top. We've already seen this type of clothing piece in K-pop before, but I love it so much and never get tired of it. I love Yoonchi's blue skirt with the different type of fabrics in each layer of the ruffles. And I love the layering of the two yellow tops in Chaewon's look. I also love all the dangling elements in the clothing pieces that moved amazingly while the girls danced, and the sparkly elements in some pieces. The color palette follows the same route as the previous look, bright yellows, oranges, greens, and blues. All the colors blend nicely with each other and match very well with the set. It's really nice that all the girls have different hairstyles with hair accessories in them, and I especially like the flowers in their hair. The accessories as a whole are really great, they complement each look nicely, and I usually want more and more accessories for every look, but honestly, I wouldn't add anything except maybe a necklace for Yoonchae. I like that some of the girls had body glitter that shined so well on camera and complemented the sparkly clothing pieces nicely. In this instance we also got the ugly ass boots with open toes, and although it pains me I have to say that it doesn't look absolutely horrible with certain outfits, however, I still don't like them one bit, don't get it twisted. As a whole this is a good ass look, so it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Next, we have the last music show performance for Smart. The color palette for this look is much darker than anything we've seen so far. The main colors are dark green and white with some hints of beige here and there. The design of the clothing pieces is very similar to the looks we've talked about before, crop tops with mini skirts, and mini dresses that have ruffles and dangling pieces. Some of the clothing pieces are really simple but their stylists mixed in some more unique and interesting pieces, like Kazuha's dress, Yunjin's skirt, and Chaewon's skirt. The colors in the look aren't eye-catching enough on their own, so I like that they included some prints in the look and some color blocking details to make everything more interesting. The accessories are lacking a lot for me. The girls have some jewelry but only a couple of necklaces, they have no bracelets, no hair accessories, no belts, anything eye-catching honestly. I don't love that all the girls have their hair down, but I do like how all of them have bangs. However, they could have given them all bangs and interesting hairstyles at the same time. This look also didn't include those ugly ass shoes, except for Sakura, my girl couldn't escape them, but aside her all the girls had some nice sandals, which is why I don't understand why they couldn't give them these sandals since the beginning. These outfits remind me of Y2K fashion but very different from the other look I mentioned previously that also reminded me of Y2K fashion. These outfits are also quite different from the rest of the outfits. It does have the same overall feeling when it comes to the pieces, but the prints and color palette doesn't feel summery at all. I think it's nice that they decided to switch it up a bit, but for the look that not only closed the Smart promotions but also the Easy promotion period as a whole, I would have gone for something more colorful and memorable. 8 out of 10. And last, but certainly not least, we have the look the girls wore for a special performance uploaded to their YouTube channel. All the girls are wearing white, which could be very boring if not done right, however, their stylists killed this look. The clothing pieces they choose are really interesting in their own, they have different textures, fabrics, and obviously a bunch of dangling pieces. I love how their stylists played a bit with layering since that elevates the look so much. The skirts and long sleeves move amazingly as the girls dance, which in turn makes the whole look so visually entertaining. The accessories are really nice, they complement each outfit nicely, and I especially like the big statement jewelry pieces. The girls wore their hair down, which I usually find very boring, but they all had some small detail in their look that made the hairstyles much more interesting. I also like the beachy waves the girls have in their hair, and that actually made me think that it would have been amazing if they filmed this special performance video in the beach. We do unfortunately have another appearance of the ugly ass shoes, and I hate it because the look is so perfect without them, but for whatever reason they're stylists though they looked nice. Is this the most revolutionary look ever? No, but does it look amazing? Absolutely. Which is why I'm deciding to ignore the shoes and give this look a 10 out of 10. The smart styling era can be described as beachy, summery, with flowy silhouettes and bright colors. Almost all the outfits the girls wore follow this vibe, with the girls always wearing a combo of crop tops and mini skirts or mini dresses. One thing in common throughout almost every look was the skirts having some sort of element on the back that moved amazingly while they danced, especially in the butt choreography. I also appreciate that their stylists tried to give Yoonchae skirts and dresses that didn't move too much on the back because she already gets way too sexualized and she's still a minor, so everything they can do to avoid that is amazing. The smart outfits were interesting, they went with the vibe of the song, and the girls always looked gorgeous. A couple of the looks felt a bit out of place, but not too much to the point of standing out like a sore thumb. The accessories definitely could have been better in some instances, maybe some more creative hairstyles, but for sure the biggest enemy during this whole era was the shoes. They definitely deserve to be burned and banned from society. The best styled for me during this era was Yeonjun. She had the most amount of outfits that were my favorite, but it honestly was almost a tie between all of the girls because they all looked great. The smart styling era as a whole was really good, which is why for me it is a 9.2 out of 10. And this is my ranking of all the outfits. The first Swan song look we have is the one the girls wore for their original stage performance. This whole look is clearly inspired in ballet, hence the tutus in the look, but I like how they switched it up by mixing in more ready-to-wear clothing pieces. Not all of the pieces the girls are wearing are interesting on their own, some of them are really basic, but the way their styling team mixed it in with more eye-catching pieces is really nice. I really like how they incorporated different textured fabrics like tulle and lace, because it elevates the look a lot. The color palette is super simple, just black and white, which is why all the little details I mentioned earlier are so important to make the look memorable. Yoonchae and Chaewon's outfits feel undone, they are too plain and they give the vibe that something is missing. The tops and lace shorts aren't bad, but they are super simple and very forgettable. They did try to make it more interesting by giving them contrasting socks, which I totally appreciate and really like, but it's not enough. The accessories are lacking in this look. Aside the cool socks and tights, there isn't any other accessories in the clothing. The jewelry is non-existent, and all the girls could have benefited from it, especially Chaewon and Yoonchae. I do like the hairstyles though, the hair being up makes perfect sense with the ballet attire inspired concept, and I really like the hair accessories. This look is cute, definitely not the best look ever, but it's also not the worst look ever. They looked better in the performance because the set really complements the outfits, but if you take the set, the outfits leave a lot to be desired. 8 out of 10. Next, we have these outfits. They followed the same vibe as the ones before, but they also mixed it in with some more chic and fashionable pieces. The color palette consists only of black and pink, which isn't anything revolutionary, but it looks really great. We still have some tutus in the look and some wrap skirts that are very reminiscent of actual ballet attire. I love how their stylists incorporated some graphic tees into the look with Yoonchae and Yeonjun's outfits. All the clothing pieces are really interesting on their own, but the way their stylists played with layering was perfect. I absolutely love Kazuha's outfit because the skirt over the pants look is so good, and I know some people might dislike it, but I personally think it's a really creative way to spice up an outfit when it's done the right way. I love how the pants in her look are actually more like tights because they are sheer on the top, but as they reach the hem they get darker and darker, plus the bell-bottom silhouette is really flattering. The accessories in this instance are everything I always want for a look. The arm warmers in Chaewon and Sakura's looks really complement their outfits, and I love the tiny bows in them. The socks are really eye-catching because they have different textures and elevate the looks a lot. I love that the girls are wearing nice and eye-catching jewelry, especially the necklaces they wore. They have cool and interesting hairstyles with cute hair accessories that match the look. The only thing I don't love about the look is that Yoonchae's outfit isn't giving balletcore as much as the rest. When you take her out of the look you can see that the clothes aren't really ballet dancer inspired, she looks like she's going to the mall instead of performing swan songs, so I think that giving her one of those ballet wrap long sleeve tops would have been amazing, but on the other hand I do really like her top, and especially the way it matches her hair. Aside that, this look is really an improvement from the previous one. Know that it was awful, but this is a 9.5 out of 10 for me. Next, we have this look. It follows the overall same vibe as the previous ones we talked about, but in this instance the color palette is in white and gray, which can be so boring, but their stylists killed it by having some colorful accents in the look, like the tiny prints in Kazuha's top and the pink accents in Chaewon's outfit. This look blends some super simple clothing pieces with some more eye-catching ones so the look doesn't end up being boring. I absolutely love Sakura's gray top with the contrasting white bows that have dangling pieces, and I also love Chaewon's top that has pigtails with pink bows printed in them. These elements really take a basic tank top to another level, and as a whole make the look so much more interesting. There are also some different textures in the look, like the lace in Yunjin's skirt and the tulle in Kazuha's skirt, is not a lot of different textures but it does add different elements to the look. I love that each one of the girls have different hairstyles, and I also love the bows in some of the girls' hair. The accessories are lacking a lot, there are only Yoonchi's arm warmers, Yunjin's scrunchies and some small earrings and rings. In the previous look they had amazing arm warmers, necklaces, chain belts, and rings, so what happened with this look? At least they still had the socks, this time only in white, but they definitely help make the look more interesting. This look isn't boring per se, but there's something missing. It had the potential to be amazing but their styling team needed to give the girls more accessories and maybe play a bit with layering. But at last, this look is an 8 out of 10. Next, we have these outfits, and right from the bat I can wholeheartedly say that this is the worst swan song look the girls wore. The overall ballet core idea is there, but is so simple and boring. The clothing pieces are really basic, nothing unique or eye-catching, and that isn't necessarily a bad thing, but their stylists needed to play with layering, give the girls complementing accessories and statement pieces of jewelry. Unfortunately, there's none of that in the look. Some of the outfits are literally so bad, like who thought it was a good idea to give Kazuha some wrinkly-ass sweatpants with a random, and honestly ugly, ass ribbon tied around one of the legs. Chaewon's outfit is definitely the most boring one, literally just a plain long-sleeve top and a simple white skirt, like yes girl give us nothing. Sakura and Yoonchi's look aren't much better, but at least they have some color and texture in them. The only outfit I like as it is Yunjin's, is all white but the skirt and top aren't boring, however, is not enough to salvage the whole look. The color palette for the looks is mostly white with some accents in pink and cream, and a random gray. This type of color palette is something we've already seen before in previous looks, so it would have been so much better if instead of pink the accents were in a different color like baby blue or purple. And on top of that, the whitewashing filter on the broadcast is so strong that the pinks and cream color aren't noticeable while the girls are performing. The accessories are non-existent, literally just one necklace and 2 pairs of teeny tiny earrings. The only thing I do like about this look is the hairstyles and glittery makeup. At least they remained consistent by giving each girl different hairstyles and some cute hair accessories. This look as a whole is really forgettable and underwhelming. It's giving performance look from a Nugu girl group with no budget, and no hate to that at all, but Source Music definitely has the budget to give the girls something better than this. 5 out of 10. Next, we have this look. In this instance the ballet inspiration is still present but their stylists made it so unique by adding some sportswear pieces. All the skirts in the look are white and have some sort of ruffle or tulle element in it. They are simple but they bring that ballet vibe to the look. The top part of the outfits is what totally makes the look for me. Some of the girls are wearing some simple sportswear pieces, like Yunjin's top is only a cropped Adidas jacket, is simple but still cute. Something a little more interesting are Chaewon and Sakura's tops, which sports jerseys in a crop top form. Kazuha's top is really interesting because they combined a simple jersey and a white corset-styled top. At first I thought that they were just 2 pieces layered, but the football club logo is visible and the corset cup was cut off. But for sure, the best top for me is Yoonchae's. She's also wearing a sports jersey but it had some lace pieces sewn across it that made the top so unique, and it also had some dangling pieces that were so long to the point of almost reaching her ankles. The girls are wearing different hairstyles and I absolutely love how elaborate Yunjin and Yoonchi's hairstyles are. The hair accessories are also so cute, and I love the hair bows so much. The accessories aren't that impactful in this look, but they are still very much present. We have the socks like in the previous look, they are all in white but have different elements in it. The jewelry is also very much present, the girls wore some pretty necklaces, some cute earrings, and a few rings. I usually like when accessories are statement pieces, and in this look they aren't. The main element in this look is the clothes, and the accessories are more of a complement to them. I love it so much when a simple clothing piece gets intervened so it goes from boring to unique, and this look has exactly that. Their stylist went super simple in the bottom part of the outfits, but they went all out in the top half so that way the tops could shine in all its glory. Also, after the awful previous look, their stylists redeemed themselves with this one. For sure 10 out of 10. And last, but certainly not least, we have this look. The color palette is pink, white, and black, which is something we've seen in other looks before, but it is still different from the rest. All the clothing pieces in this look are interesting enough on their own. The silhouette of all of them are nice. I love the additions of subtle prints, and I love the different fabrics in the look, especially the satin-like fabric in Yunjin's skirt. It totally goes with the concept, and it surprises me that we didn't see more of that fabric in the Swan Song styling era. The accessories are amazing. I love how each individual outfit has some sort of bow in it, whether it is on the clothes or on their hair. It looks so cute. But not only that, the jewelry is cute in this look. The girls didn't wear a lot of it, but what they did wear is nice. Of course the socks are part of this look, this time in all of them in white, and I love the different textures of it, especially love the printed tights in Chaewon's look. The hairstyles are also amazing, love how all of them have different ones, and the hair accessories are so cute. This look was the last look for the Swan Song promotion period. I always want a memorable look for the end of an era, and although this isn't the best look in the Swan Song era, it is still a strong and cute look. It doesn't feel like something's missing or like something's wrong, so I think it was a nice choice for the last look. 10 out of 10. The styling for Swan Song had an obvious inspiration to ballet clothes but more fashionable, so it's more like ballet core with a touch of coquette core because of all the bows in every single look. The color palette for all the looks consisted of pinks, whites, and blacks. In some instances their styling team mixed it in with some other colors, but for the most part it remained consistent. I don't mind how repetitive the color palette was, but I prefer when each look has a distinct color, like just picture it. Some looks being in paste purple, baby blue, or pastel yellow. It would have looked amazing. Some of the looks were absolutely amazing, but also some looks left me wanting more. However, there wasn't a single look that was genuinely bad. It was just a matter of not having enough interesting pieces and lacking accessories. The mini skirt and crop top combo was present in almost every single outfit, but I have to say that it never felt repetitive or boring because their styling team managed to make every single outfit a little different from the others. There was a lot of tulle in the outfits, which obviously makes total sense because we're talking about ballet-inspired outfits, but we also had some instances of lace, satin, and sheerness, which all helped elevate the looks. The best styled for me was Kazuha. She looked stunning every single time, even if there's a specific outfit she wore that I really dislike, but at the end of the day she wore the most amount of outfits that were number one for me. Swan Song styling was something different for Les Sserafim because we had never seen the girls in such a delicate and girly concept, and it wasn't perfect but nonetheless it was really nice, which is why for me it is a 8.5 out of 10. That was everything for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you agree with my opinions and which look was your favorite and least favorite from the smart styling and the Swan Song styling. I'm currently working in some other videos about recent girl group comebacks, so don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up with when I post. If you want to see more of me, you can follow me in my Instagram account. I post K-pop fashion related content and do some games on my stories with outfits idols have worn. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.